It is Matt Rogers. With this short broadcast, I'm just going to explain to you that there are more and more multiple space rocks. Now, these space rocks are very strange in our solar system. And again, by zooming out of the particular photograph that I used with the telescope, you can see how many of these space rocks that I'm picking up. Now, I've enhanced the photograph, I've enhanced the picture, so you can get the clarity of this formation. It's so important to use the equipment to be able to generate and also show up the pictures in detail. So indeed, what is it we're viewing on the screen? Why are we seeing this large, strange formation? And then zooming back, you can see the other formations in the background from the object of interest. Multiple formations in our solar system. See, they don't show you the amount of trash, space debris, asteroids, meteorites in our solar system. Just an upbeat, more of an appearance of something, of what has happened, or is it happening? Is this space dust, ash, a huge tail of space cosmic waste in our solar system that is being dragged through our solar system by the Planet X NIBIRU system? These photographs may look quite small to you as well when we just look at them on the screen, but I can tell you now as well that these objects are massive, just huge formations of space rock. I mean, look at the size of this. Smaller rocks. I mean, the worrying thought is that these asteroids or space rocks have been kicked out of the Kuiper belt. I believe that many years ago, the objects were still in the Kuiper belt, but now the amount of trash in our solar system, it's no wonder now that space has become very dangerous. I mean, how do you think of, or what do you think of the size of these formations? Just by enhancing the footage, you can see the colorations as well, just to the either side of the huge space body. Are we noticing moons to either side of the object? They're very celestial, aren't they? But that is a very, very interesting capture. I mean, by zooming in as well, just looking towards the surroundings of the formation. I mean, folks, again, this is out there, damning evidence of much of celestial objects. Let me just zoom out as well. These are true photographs, folks. There is no deception, just honest photographs of our solar system. This is what we want, and this is what we need. If we would see one of these kind of objects just moving through the skies, what would you think? I mean, again, look at the asteroids in the background. This week alone, I'm going to try and get more enhancement and also more clarity on these images so we can zoom right into them, and also just have a good look at these structures, have a good look at these pieces of rock in space. I mean, just by moving the camera to every single part of where we see these objects, space rocks. I mean, is it the camera that's causing the formations to shape like this? Or are we seeing the actual reality of what we're seeing in space now, of 2024? It is all there, folks. Just multiple pieces of rock. I mean, some of these rock asteroids would be twice or 5 times the size of Earth. I mean, other celestial known objects as well. I mean, just imagine the size of these formations heading towards our planet. There must be larger sizes. I mean, even bigger than Apophis asteroid, the Egyptian god of chaos. This capture was taken in May of 2024. What you notice as well is a cube-shaped formation on this celestial body. You can see the light refraction towards the outer area. Let me just zoom in as well so you can see more clearly what we're noticing in space, folks. That is a very strange phenomena. There is two smaller orbs inside the object. I mean, when you zoom out, you can see it is authentic. It's in space, folks. Something is showing up as well. Please take a good close look at this photograph as well. It was taken around about the same time as the photograph that you just saw. But this is pointing about 300 kilometers towards another part of the night sky. Now, again, there's a lot of stars, but zooming in very closely, these, again, folks, they look like stars when you look at them as well, just by looking up at a clear night. But indeed, using this telescope, you can notice there is something else. There's two of these formations. There's a smaller object and this large formation. I'm just going to zoom into this formation. I mean, it's incredible of a capture. I mean, again, I speak of what are they? I always say this because I don't know what they are. And others, they don't know what they are. The scientific community don't come back to me and explain what they state what they are. We're just simply looking at the solar system. We are simply just looking at the detailed photography and then picking up very interesting captures. Are they from another world, folks? Or have they been here for billions upon billions of years? Let me just zoom out so you can capture this. It's very interesting. Two more smaller space objects as well. Folks, when I've got more time, I will build a documentary and talk about other phenomena. I'm still using a recording device as well, so I can download MP4 into 4K to be able to show the captures in video evidence. So you notice these objects in video evidence. So I'm still working on that. So I'm still showing you the photography now, but in a few days I will show you the video evidence so you can see it in real time of the months that I've videoed these structures or objects or something. Because again, zooming in, I know when you zoom into objects, we all know this, that they can blur out or change shape, like a diamond shape or a square shape. And the camera can do this. It can change shapes by zooming into faraway formations. But these formations, okay, by using the telescope, which cost and is quite expensive, this telescope. It took a long time to be able to engineer the telescope to make it work and everything. It was a long time to sort everything out with that. But indeed now, by zooming in to these objects, I can tell you now without a shadow of a doubt, they're not blurred out. They don't sort of change with the camera formation. It is not camera trickery. These are the exact shape of what should be looking like stars or asteroids. But then, I mean, what's going on here? Why do we see this oval-shaped dark area and this outer ring? I mean, it does look like an asteroid, and it seems to have a indentation or some dark apparition inside it. I mean, all three of the formations, I mean, again, they're just out of this world. I mean, you could go on for hours upon hours finding nothing in our solar system. But then once stepping onto something of a very wow picture, like this photograph that was picked up in February the 24th of 2024. I mean, look at the structure. It was just amazing to see this sighting. I mean, again, it's a very strange shape. And what is it doing up there? Why on earth is it there? This object, this shape and formation. I mean, it could just be a pile of asteroids that have met together. But again, when you look at it in detail, again, it does look very interesting. It doesn't look like anything that I've seen in this world before. I mean, look at this area. Look at the shape, the formation. I mean, what are we seeing? I know we're seeing light refractions to the right-hand side as well, just the lower area. But again, there is something of a huge structure or something else. I mean, this is space. This is actual space, folks. We're seeing something in space. I mean, why are we not told about this? I mean, the thing is, with the technology, the advanced technology in the scientific community of what they've got, they must be able to see these formations. Yet another capture as well. July the 14th, 2024. See, I get days off and time off as much as I possibly can with work and what I do. And this is a hobby by basically picking up different pieces of imagery and enhancing the photography and looking into it in detail. I have a great passion for researching Planet X, researching NIBIRU, but looking at these space objects as well, glowing through space. They're very fascinating. When I took this particular piece of evidence through space, I looked at it and I couldn't believe my eyes, because indeed it looks like a huge interstellar structure. Now, I spoke about Mr. John Leonard Wolfson, an inventor and also amateur astronomer. He has made also apparatus that connects to telescopes, which allows him to film starships in space. Now, using apparatus like laptops and also computers, enhancement to be able to crystallize the photograph, to make it so clear, crystal clear. And indeed, again, those objects are up there. There are indeed structures, interstellar or something, that is on the edges of our solar system, just parked up, folks. I mean, take a look at this structure. Let me just zoom in so you can see the formation. Let's start for this end. I don't know which end is which or who are running these things. I mean, look at this formation here. It's very, very structured. I mean, look at how these lines appear on this huge object. There's lines, formations. I mean, what is this above or below or to the middle of the formation? And we can see these lines, these apparent lines, light markings. I mean, in detail, how long or wide are these huge interstellar starships? This is real, folks. We're seeing something in space. We're seeing objects in space on this broadcast, folks. Let me just zoom out to show you how gigantic this object is. How long has it been out there? Why is it there? I mean, it's just incredible that we're able to pick up formations deep in space. Let me just zoom in one more time for you as well. We need answers, folks. We need answers to seeing these formations. Here is another strange structure as well that indeed looks like a cross. I mean, again, who has built these formations, or why are they there? Are these creations from another world or godly creation? I mean, something big is happening. Something is out there. Something so advanced towards the technology we have on Earth, towards what we're seeing in space. I mean, I could give this video footage to the scientific community to see the genuineness of what I've been doing these past couple of years. Let me just zoom in for you a bit more. I mean, how big is this structure? How big is this super advanced ship or something? I mean, who created this? Let me just zoom out for you. I did that short video earlier on, but I didn't have enough time to complete that video because of family reasons. But I will carry on all the time. I will always carry on to show you something very unusual in space. This formation, this object was caught in July, around about the 3rd or the 4th of July of 2024. Again, I do not know what it is. The object was moving quite fast through the darkness of space. When you look at it as well, you can see the characteristics of the evidence of the structure or some kind of huge object. I mean, whatever it is, I don't want to call it a UFO. I don't want to call it that because I don't know what it is. None of us know what it is. I mean, it could just be a camera operation, unidentified flying phenomena. Or indeed, it does look very interesting, doesn't it? It seems to show as well, when you show this side of the structure or some kind of object, it seems to, whether it's moving the shape-shifting or something, or disappearing as the object is moving fast. But to the right-hand side, you can just see how the structure is showing its true shape to the right-hand side. We can see some kind of dome or something just at the top of the formation. And then we start to see to the left-hand side, it seems to be disappearing, leaving a trail or something as it's moving. I mean, we're talking about this, and sometimes when I see these objects and formations, I'm absolutely gobsmacked because I've viewed them, I've witnessed them through the nights of space, witnessing true formations, folks. Being a photographer for quite a number of years now and collecting different pieces of evidence, it's always good to collect something that's never been seen before. Let me just zoom out so you can see the whole shape of this object. Let's just take a look at this. Again, please let me know, folks, of what your thoughts are of what we're seeing and viewing on every single one of these photographs. It is such a joy to be able to produce videos for you so I can produce and show you exactly what has been sighted. I'd like to say something with this formation. It's been captured a number of times. Other people on different fantastic channels on YouTube and other platforms have identified this formation as well. They move considerably fast, and now, understanding this, they go into volcanoes. There's been evidence and photography about these lines, these strange apparitions that move straight into volcanoes, into mountains, and also into the ocean. I mean, this was caught, again, just above the Earth. I mean, is it just one formation? And as it's moving through space, it's showing as it's stretched, or multiple formations? Are these formations small in size, but they grow in size as they're moving very fast through space? Let me just zoom in so you can see the formations. I mean, again, like I said on a different video, wouldn't it be good if we can try and really get some clarity, photography, and zoom straight in? The only thing is, though, these objects are moving, folks. So as they're moving, like a motor car on a motorway or a highway, you're not going to get a clear photograph as when it's stood still for a good capture and high quality. I mean, if we was able to do that, I mean, people are going to ask questions, aren't they? I mean, who are they? What are they? Why are they there? I mean, this looks massive, folks. I mean, is this some kind of craft? I mean, again, as I stated, they've been witnessed many times before. I mean, when you look into the picture to the upper area, you can see some kind of face or structure to the top half. I don't know, folks. It's only when you look right closely at the pictures, you can see different things. Let me just zoom out for you to show you the whole thing. I've just got to be careful because as I'm zooming out, I don't want to lose the picture for you on the video. But something's showing up there. Just another capture of something very different. Okay, so I'm going to finish this video. Again, I apologize about the last short video. It was cut very short because I had to sort some things out here at home. So I apologize about the background noise. If there's things going on and people in the background, which they are at home, I'm going to get myself a new microphone soon, so we'll be able to hear the sounds a lot better. I'm going to upgrade, sort things out, and as I said through the video as well, I'm going to make sure I capture the video footage and also grade it to a position so I can play it onto YouTube, so we can play these structures, play the videos, so you can see the absolute detail of the captures that have been caught from outer space. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back shortly. From your host, Matt Rogers.